Rodri's ready. Here we go. Spain have won the World Cup.
Penalty number 1. And it's in. On the pitch as a substitute. It's Salabia's missed! This one is even bigger. And he's buried it. Loud enough to make your ears ring in the stadium. It's saved! It's saved! Busquets can't find a way. Hakimi gets it done! Oh, what a moment!
December 6th, 2022. Spain misses 3 penalties in a row. A Moroccan right-back born just 20 minutes from the Bernabeu ends Spain's World Cup. Pundits call it the end of an era. Spain looks lost, predictable, and out of ideas. 3.5 years later, that same country lifts the World Cup, same federation, same badge, mostly the same football philosophy, but almost none of the same problems. This isn't a story about blowing up a team and starting from zero. It's a story about a rebuild, the kind you'd expect from a front office, not a football federation. Keep the foundation, fire the right people at the right time, draft well, trust the kids, and give everybody a role. This is how Spain rebuilt. 2 days after the loss to Morocco, Luis Enrique is out. The Spanish Federation doesn't go looking for a marquee replacement. They promote from within, literally from the building next door. Luis de la Fuente had been running Spain's youth setup for almost a decade. He won the Under-19 European Championship, then the Under-21 European Championship, beating Germany in the final. He even led Spain's Under-23s to an Olympic silver medal. But when the appointment was announced outside of Spain, the reaction was simple. Who? And that's not an insult, it's the point. This was the football equivalent of a franchise passing over the splashy outside hire and promoting the guy who already knows every player in the system personally because he coached half of them as teenagers. So what actually changed? Tactically, less than you'd think at first. Both coaches wanted the ball, but Enrique's version of possession was about control for its own sake, patient, central, and often toothless in the final third. De La Fuente's version, which we'll dig into shortly, was built to actually threaten the goal. The bigger shift was in trust. De La Fuente already knew which young players could handle senior football because he'd developed them himself. He wasn't gambling on kids he'd scouted from a distance. He was calling up players he'd coached to titles at every age level below this one. Now Spain didn't tear the whole roster down. They identified who to build around and they protected him. That player was Rodri, a deep-lying midfielder who does the unglamorous work, winning the ball back, dictating tempo, making the entire team's structure make sense. Think of him as the two-way anchor who lets everyone else take risks because he's cleaning up behind them. He wasn't the flashiest name on the team sheet, but he became the most important one. Six months into the De La Fuente era, Spain reaches its first final, the 2023 UEFA Nations League against a Croatia side featuring Luka Modric still going strong in his late 30s. The match is incredibly tight, 90 minutes, no goals, extra time, still nothing, so it goes to penalties. Fittingly, this time Spain doesn't crack. Unai Simon makes 2 saves, Rodri, Mikel Merino, and the rest of Spain's takers hold their nerve. Spain wins the shootout 5-4, lifting the trophy in Rotterdam. Rodri is named player of the tournament. Think of this like a young team's first real playoff series win, not the championship itself, but proof the group can win a coin flip game instead of losing it. After 4 straight major tournament penalty shootout defeats stretching back years, Spain finally comes out on the right side of one. That matters more than the trophy itself. Yamal came through Barcelona's academy at La Masia and made his senior Spain debut as a teenager, becoming the youngest player to ever represent the national team. He's a right winger who plays like he's been doing this for a decade, comfortable on the ball in tight spaces, capable of beating a defender one-on-one, and completely unbothered by the pressure of a major final. Think generational #1 pick who's outplaying his rookie contract in year 1. 2024 in Germany is where the rebuild pays off completely and earlier than almost anyone expected. Spain wins every single one of its 7 matches, becoming the first team in the tournament's history to do it, and finishes as the competition's top scorer. They beat Croatia, Italy, and Albania in the group. They knock out Georgia, then host nation Germany in the quarterfinal. Then, in the semi-final against France, a 16-year-old Yamal, a day before his 17th birthday, receives the ball just outside the box and curls a shot into the far corner, becoming the youngest goal scorer in European Championship history. Dani Olmo adds a second, and Spain is through to the final 2-1. The final against England is where you see every different way this rebuilt team can win. Against one of the best England sides ever, they held their own. Early in the second half, Yamal, closely marked all match, finally finds a half yard of space, slips the ball to Nico Williams, and Williams finishes at the back post. Spain leads. Spain dominates throughout most of the match. However, England fights back. Substitute Cole Palmer curls in an equalizer with about 15 minutes left. It's the kind of moment that's ended Spain's tournaments before. This time it doesn't. Marc Cucurella surges down the left, slides across into the box, and Mikel Oyarzabal on as a substitute after Rodri went off injured at halftime, steers it home in the 86th minute. Spain put on a defensive clinic at the end of the match to secure their title. Spain wins 2-1. A record fourth European Championship title, one more than anybody else in the competition's history. Winning a title is hard, staying good enough to win the next one is harder, and Spain's next 18 months tested that in almost every way possible. Just weeks after Euro 2024, disaster hits the foundation. In September 2024, Rodri, the anchor of this entire rebuild, ruptures his ACL against Arsenal. He's ruled out for essentially the whole 2024-25 club season. Weeks later, he's awarded the Ballon d'Or as the world's best player, an honor he can't even celebrate on the pitch.
The 68th Ballon d'Or of history, Rodri!
With Rodri still working his way back to full fitness, Spain reaches the 2024-25 Nations League final anyway, this time against Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a genuine classic. Spain leads twice, Portugal claws back twice, and Ronaldo forces extra time with a second-half equalizer. Penalties decided again, but this time it's Alvaro Morata who misses the decisive kick, and Portugal wins the trophy. It's Spain's first defeat in a major final under De La Fuente, a reminder that even a well-built roster doesn't win every time.
Positioning. Fascinating watching Williams on the ball and running, and the Portugal defence are putting it back as well. Cucurella wants the pass, but Williams not interested in that. And Yamal clipping it inside as well, and the goalkeeper doesn't get there. Goal for Spain, and a goal for Zubamendi of all people. It's not at the moment. Here's Mendes, drops the shoulder, open up for him. What a finish! The fabulous fullback. You want to be losing the ball when those sort of areas. Yamal plays it into Williams. Spain come forward again late on in this first half, and where's Oyarzabal? Oh, that is class! What a finish! Mendes, Bruno Fernandes took it brilliantly, and Bruno Fernandes takes the chance, and the goalkeeper didn't know where it was. Pass is completed by Spain. Mendes, too quick for Yamal. Mendes with his loop pass. Oh, no! He's always there. Again, Portugal off to a good start. Arsenal midfielder Marino, and he's set from Portugal back in front in this shootout. Vitinha as well, and that's why takes his time and scores. Penalty number 3. Oh! What about from the spots for Spain? Saved for Portugal. No problem.
And here's where the story gets even more interesting. By the time the 2026 World Cup arrives, two of the veterans who helped build this project, Carvajal and Morata, aren't even in the squad. Carvajal's body never fully cooperated after his knee injury. Morata, out of form on loan in Italy, is left out entirely, a decision De La Fuente has to deliver to him personally. Both players say publicly that they understand it. Instead, De La Fuente hands right-back duties to Pedro Porro and Marcos Llorente, and rebuilds his attacking options around Ferran Torres, Mikel Oyarzabal, and a fully recovered Rodri as captain. Spain opens the World Cup with a flat 0-0 draw against Cape Verde, due to heroics from 40-year-old goalkeeper Vozinha. Hardly the statement start anyone wanted before finding its rhythm, a 4-0 win over Saudi Arabia, then a win over Uruguay to top the group. From there, they knock out Austria, then Portugal, then Belgium, then France in the semi-final, with Yamal drawing the foul that leads to Oyarzabal's decisive penalty. In the final, against Lionel Messi's Argentina, it's another grind. Spain dominates the shot count but can't find a breakthrough until extra time, when Nico Williams heads the ball into the path of substitute Ferran Torres, who buries it in the 106th minute. Argentina, down to 10 men after a red card, can't respond. Spain wins 1-0, claiming its second World Cup title and becoming the first nation ever to hold the men's and women's World Cup at the same time.
And when Rodri's ready, here we go. Spain have won the World Cup.
Rodri, the same player who was in tears about whether he'd ever play again during his darkest injury months, is named the tournament's best player.